All right, hello everybody, and welcome to episode 17 of the CMLL 2004 series in TW9. I'm Hijo del Amigo. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? You might notice we're already on the booking screen in record time, which is not the usual. But yeah, at the end of the last stream, after I ran, the last show we ran on the last stream was our pay-per-view. Not Leandro de Plata. What was it? Oh, Torneo Gran Alternativa. We ran that show, and then I advanced a day thinking that I would have to advance to the next week, but I forgot all about Televisa. So yeah, that's why we're here on the looking screen, just to get you guys up to speed. And yeah, since the last stream, I have just to bring you guys even more up to speed. Our next upcoming pay-per-view is going to be our biggest show of the year, Anniversario 71. So yeah, I took some time off screen and I tried to put together a cool card for that, which I guess I can share that with you guys in a second. But yeah, aside from that, I wasn't really able to do anything because we're kind of locked into having to book the show. So I wasn't able to really do much other than kind of come up with that card. Let's see, is there any notes that I've written here? Obviously I came up with some matches for this upcoming Televisa that we're about to book, and only one for next week. So very open there, very exciting. We can do whatever we want. All right, and guess that's everything. So you know what? Let's just get straight into the notes for Anniversario. I do not have it open. All right, hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. I should have got this open before I started streaming. How very unprofessional of me. All right. So, Anniversario 71 will be taking place on September 24th. God, I had a burp there. And yeah, this is our biggest show of the year, so we're gonna run down the card from top to bottom. For the main event, previously I said that I was thinking about doing Negro Casas versus Perros del Mal Jr. in a one-on-one lucha de apuestas match. And we're kind of still doing that, but we decided to change it up and add a bunch more people because I figured with Perros del Mal Jr. starting the Perros del Mal and them having so many members already, it behooves us to try to get as many of those guys into a big match as possible. So yeah, we're gonna have a 4-on-4 main event, and you see here it is going to be a Infierno en el Ring match. So what is that match type, you might be asking yourself? This is a match type that CMLL does. It is a cage match where the stipulation is basically the match starts as normal with however many people are in it. It could be a every man for himself situation. It could be teams. And they wrestle until a certain point where a timer goes off and there will be an announcement made basically saying that the wrestlers can now escape the cage. So wrestlers will then have to climb out of the cage, and whoever the final two competitors in the cage are, they will then face off in a one-on-one lucha de apuestas match, basically. Or not basically, that's what happens. That is what it is. So yeah, it's a very specific to CMLL kind of match. I tried to make it in game, but unfortunately, if you where's the bottom of the screen show? Oh, it's because I have the notepad open. Obviously, duh. But yeah, if you try to create a cage match and have it set to be elimination, but then also set cage escape as a option, it won't let you create the match. So we had to improvise. I created my own version where instead of it being in a steel cage, it's going to be in a steel cell. So think Hell in a Cell, WWE, the cage is around the ring instead of just on top of it. And it's still going to be an elimination match, but instead of doing the whole escape the cage thing, we're going to just have it be an elimination match where it's pinfall or submission elimination only, and then the final elimination loses the apuestas, essentially. So that's what we're planning on doing. We're going to do Negro Casas, Hijo del Santo, LA Park, and Felino, the brother of Negro Casas. And they're going to take on the Perros del Mal team of Perro Jr., Hector Garza, Blue Demon Jr., and Mr. Aguilar. That's going to be our main event. See here, then we have a special attraction match. This match is literally, or not literally, but it's basically an all-star trios match. We're doing Blue Panther, Jushin Thunder Liger, and Atlantis taking on Dr. Wagner Jr., Nicho El Millonario, and Ultimo Guerrero. Wagner Jr. and, well, actually Wagner Jr., Ultimo Guerrero, and Blue Panther all have titles, but I figured rather than doing a trios title defense here, I kind of wanted Hijo del Santo to be in the main event, but obviously I wanted Negro Casas in there too, so it's like it would have been impossible to make it for the trios title. So we're kind of just splitting things up. Wagner Jr. has the heavyweight championship, and he was feuding with Blue Panther. Ultimo Guerrero is a tag team champion, and he was feuding with Atlantis. So there's a lot of, feuds going on here. A bunch of high-profile wrestlers who I didn't have anything better for. So that's how this match came to be. For the welterweight title, I'm thinking we do Mephisto versus Mistico. This is a match that I kind of went back and forth on because I was basically unsure if I wanted Mistico to be in the main event or not, and I decided against it. I decided that I'm gonna have him face Mephisto in a singles match and look to potentially become a double champion. So yeah, it's a good match. I could have had it as the co-main event, but in actuality, like Wagner, Ultimo Guerrero, and Nicho are all more popular than Mistico right now in the save. And possibly the other guys too. So yeah, that's why it's kind of in the middle of the card here. I want to do for sure a one-on-one Lucha de Apuestas again between Shocker and Vampiro. I think that's a fun match. You've got a story there. For the middleweight title, I looked at the people who can compete for it, and I feel like the best match that we can book is Ultimo Dragon versus Great Sasuke. I know they're both technicos, but we can figure out how to set this up. I think it shouldn't be too hard, and it should be a good match. So even though it's 2004 and they're past their primes, I imagine that Ultimo Dragon and Great Sasuke could have a good match whenever. I'm sure they could have a good match now in 2026. And then yeah, everything past that, these are kind of just like fill out the card matches. We've got a 4-way tag match: Volador Jr., Ricky Marvin, Averno, Super Crazy, Dragon Kid, and maybe Milano Collection AT versus Tarzan Boy James Gibson. This is just our Steal the Show match. Again, just trying to get as many people as possible onto the card. I want to do some kind of trios with well, this match basically is happening because Pirata Morgan and Rey Bucanero are really popular, and I want them to be on the show. So that they're going to team with El Dandy, and they're going to face El Connect, Mr. Nebula, and somebody else. It could be El Pantera. It could be, I don't know. There's anybody it could be, really. And then, yeah, last but not least, if Lance Storm is recovered from his chronic upper back pain, we might do Lance Storm versus Norman Smiley as a Tech Masterclass. Norman Smiley is a free agent. He unfortunately doesn't have the greatest tech skill ever, but he does have a little bit of popularity in Mexico. Let's just take a look at him real quick. Yeah, he's actually more over in Mexico than anywhere else. So, and yeah, the reason for that is he is a former CMLL World Heavyweight Champion from '92 or November '92 to June '93. Where he wrestled as Black Magic. So yeah, I just think that's a fun match that we can make. Of course, if Lance Storm's back is still hurt, we can figure something out. There's other guys who can have a Tech Masterclass. But yeah, as it stands, those are our current plans. All right, now that I'm done rambling about stuff we're gonna do in the future, let's just get to booking the show. All right, you see here, first matchup. we're gonna do a tag team championship match on this card. Right up, coming hot off the pay-per-view, we're going straight into a title match. Guerreros del Infierno, Ultimo Guerrero, and Rey Bucanero are going to defend against the why do I keep forgetting the name of the tournament? Torneo Gran Alternativa. They're gonna defend against the winners of the tournament, Hijo del Santo and Mistico. So yeah, we'll probably do an angle earlier in the night, basically just announcing like, as a reward for winning the tournament, they get a tag title shot tonight. So yeah, and that should be a good match. And then we have a bunch of other matches. So yeah, let's just get to it. I'm tired of explaining. It's time to book. Yeah, let's go ahead and set that main event up first. Right. Go ahead and put the tag titles on the line. I think Brazo, that one of these guys has the Agent of Tag matches trait, and I forget who it is. Is this Sin Caras? No, is it Brazo? Yeah, or Brazo. Right, so we'll have him agent this match. His psychology isn't quite as good, but I'm hoping that with that attribute, they'll get a nice bump from it. All right, it's the main event. We'll give him a nice, give him like 16. Good amount of time. And drum roll. The winner of the match is going to be Mistico. Well, should it be Mistico or Hijo del Santo? Let's do Hijo del Santo. Hijo del Santo. But unfortunately, it is going to be by disqualification. And yeah, the reason for that is we're going to have Hijo del Santo be attacked by Perro Aguayo Jr. And let's just go ahead and have Mistico get attacked by Blue Demon Jr. as well. With the implication being essentially that Perros del Mal are attacking these guys, and they're winning the match, but they're costing them the championships. So yeah, they beat them in the tournament. God, I can't talk right now. Santo and Mistico beat Perros del Mal to win the Torneo Gran Alternativa. So yeah, they're pissed about it and they're getting revenge. Simple story. All right, let's see what other matches do we have. This is just a kind of a general Technicos versus Perros del Mal match. We're doing Shocker, Negro Casas, and LA Park against Garza, Damien 666, and Halloween. Oh, you know what? I forgot to make that other match a Lucha Rules match. Let's fix that. What kind of Lucha Libre promotion would we be if our main event was a one-fall tag team match? Well, what is that? CMLL in 2026? So let's go ahead and book this trio. Man, I hope everybody watching this is doing well. And yeah, I hope wherever you are, the weather is nice, because over here it is really hot today, getting up into the high 80s. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. It's super nice out right now. It's a little warm for my taste. I kind of wish I brought the fan over here before I started streaming. But alas, I did not have the foresight. That's okay. Garza. Who do I want to win this? think we're gonna give it to Perros del Mal, and we're gonna have Hector Garza go over Shock. Yeah, we're gonna do a let's see, distraction finish. Shocker will be distracted, of course. Who else? By Vampiro. Yeah, here, let's put some of them at ringside. We'll have Vampiro, Fede Off, and El Terrible. Yeah, because you know, Perros del Mal, they like to roll deep, so to speak. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, okay, this is a fun one. Our Steal the Show match is a Fatal 4-Way. So we got Volador Jr., Viernes, Ricky Marvin, and I forgot who the fourth guy was. Oh wait, I think it was Mr. Aguila. Right, Volador, Viernes, Marvin, and Mr. Aguila. Right, we got a bunch of young, athletic, high flyer type wrestlers here. 12 maybe. Steal the Show, and we're gonna have Volador Jr. get the win. And let's have him go over Viernes. Match, of course. Right. Only 35 minutes left. So, wow, yeah. Doing good. Yeah, this is going to be a straight up tag team match. We got Perro del Mal Jr. and Blue Demon facing El Canek and Mr. Nebula. I'm pretty sure my logic for making this match was just we need to get Perro del Mal Jr. and Blue Demon on the show. I'm pretty sure that's why this match is here. And I mean, hey, it should be pretty good. I imagine it would be cool seeing interactions between El Canek and Blue Demon Jr. in 2004. So that could be fun for the crowd. 2v2 Lucha Libre. Let's see. Well, I guess obviously Perros del Mal are gonna go, right? I don't know why I even had to think about that. Or here, can they get a tainted win actually? Actually, you know what? Let's switch things up. We're gonna give him a tainted win, and we're gonna have him go 2-0. I hope El Canek isn't offended by this. Okay, he's not. Good. You know, we really want to put them over. Show that for all their braggadocio. Is that a word? Did I just make that up? For all their braggadocio and their mean-spiritedness, they do know how to get things done in the ring when they need to. Even if it means bending the rules. They know how to win matches. Oh, this is an interesting tech masterclass I put together here. Blue Panther, Ultimo Dragon, and Virus versus Wagner Jr., El Dandy, and Fuerza Guerrera. I like how I'm surprised by the matches that I myself wrote down. Who else was it? Oh, Virus, right? All right, yeah. Basically, we're just kind of continuing the Wagner Blue Panther feud here, and getting Ultimo Dragon and El Dandy on the card. You know, Wagner Jr. won his, he beat Blue Panther at the pay-per-view. So I think we're gonna have the technicals go over here. Who do we want to give it to? We're gonna give it to Osmo Dragon. And we've been keeping him really strong this whole time, so we're gonna continue to do that. And we'll have him go over Eldan. All right, that's all of our matches, and we only need to book 7 more minutes. So a well-booked show. All right, let's go ahead and get these promos in. Do Paco Alonso and Shelly Martinez are backstage with Hijo del Santo, Mistico. And yeah, this is going to be the segment where they kind of just announce that as the winners of the Torneo Gran Alternativa, they're getting a title shot. Just to kind of, basically just to tell the crowd, hey, this is why this match is happening tonight. And we're gonna do Pedro Gual Jr. and Blue Demon Jr. off screen because maybe as they're doing the segment, they'll play footage. They'll like show some clips of them winning the match. So yeah, we'll just have them on screen. Here. And you know, here is another segment I want to do. I want to start the show off actually with a backstage segment. Basically, I want the show to open with some guys, I don't know who, getting beaten up by Perros del Mal, and it's gonna lead to a very angry Pedro Gual Jr. promo. So who should get beat up? Here, we're gonna do Alan Stone, Chris Stone, and let's see, can we get like one more guy to get beat up? It's got to be a baby face. Let's do Mysterioso. All right, so they're getting beaten up by the Perros del Mal guys.
This is a stupid dope mix.
We're gonna have some of them just in the background too. It's kind of overkill if we have like 8 or like I don't even know how many dudes are in the group. Like let's say like 8, 9, 10 guys beating up 3 dudes. So yeah, some of them are just gonna be there. Maybe talking trash. And we're gonna put all the baby faces on the screen. Just very angry promo from Pedro Gual Jr. Stated, oh, did I add Hector Garza? I don't think I did. Yeah, just an angry promo, kind of calling out the technicos and saying like, you guys are so proud of yourselves, you guys really must think you accomplished something because you beat us last night and we didn't win the tournament. Well, guess what, Perros del Mal, we're not going anywhere. Last night means nothing to us. We're gonna keep coming back here week after week. And you know what? You guys, you want to keep messing with us? Well, you're gonna end up like these losers right here. You know, and the camera pans over and you just see them getting stomped out in the back. Yeah, I'll have my revenge. Right. We should definitely. I feel like it's been a while since we've given a promo to Ultimo Guerrero. But yeah, we're definitely gonna give Ultimo Guerrero a promo because he is good at them. All right, so we're gonna have Ultimo Guerrero. He's gonna cut a promo. They're gonna Shelly Martinez will probably ask him, like, you know, last night we saw you compete in Torneo Gran Alternativa, and unfortunately you were eliminated in the first round. And Ultimo Guerrero is gonna kind of cut her off, like, whoa, look, let's not even talk about that, okay? Atlantis, the business between us is far from over. So when the next time we see you, we're gonna make you pay. But first, tonight we're gonna make an example out of Hijo del Santo and Mistico and show that los guerreros del invierno are not to be fucked with. So yeah, they're gonna try to save face tonight and defend their tag titles. Pirata Morgan in there. And you know, Tarzan Boy technically is a member of this group, but I'm kind of liking the idea of him teaming with James Gibson and Zumbito. So we're gonna do more of that. Santo. And all the Rudos on this episode have beef with Santo and Mistico. I think we could also give a promo to Negro Casas and Shocker. We will do that. We'll do foreshadowing. Oh yeah, they'll cut a promo about how you know, Perros del Mal are bad. They're a bunch of bad dudes. We don't like them. We, on the other hand, are a bunch of good dudes, and we are standing together, unified as luchadors. We will not let the company be taken over by these young punks. Well, easy peasy. All right, so that's gonna do it for this show. Let's actually book a trios match. Why not? Or I mean, a dark match. Because yeah, speaking of that group, let's try to give them a win here. It's Tarzan Boy, James Gibson, and Zumbito. We gotta, if they're gonna win the trios titles from Santo, Mistico, and Blue Panther, we've got to build them up a little, right? All right, they can take on. Is Tony Rivera good? I don't book him and I kind of forget. He's got a little bit of technical, probably no. Oh, all right, they're gonna take on Ringo Mendoza, Brazo de Oro, and Brazo de Plata. Or how about Brazo de Platino? I feel like I never booked this one. I mean, his stats are pretty bad. And we'll do Brazo de Plata. All right, can we please give the win to James Gibson? I would love him to get over. There, their heels. It'll be tainted. You know, we got to come up with a name for this ragtag bunch of guys here. I gotta workshop something. Little squappos, I don't know, something with the word guapo in it, maybe, which means handsome. Guapo means handsome. All right, so is there anybody important I'm leaving off actually? Atlantis, All right, I think this is okay. All right, so this is gonna be a CMLL on Televisa. Oh wait, should we do a? You know, we should do a post-main event angle. I feel like I keep booking shows like this where in my head I'm thinking something would happen after the main event, but then I forgot to actually book it in the game. So let's do this for once. All right, 2 minutes in the ring. Surprise! We're gonna have Santo and Mistico are getting jumped. They're getting jumped by Perros del Mal, and we're basically gonna have all the baby faces run out and save them, and then we'll probably end it with like Santo and Pedro Aguado Jr. both talking. Here, to keep things simple for me, I'm just gonna have them getting attacked by Jess, Pero, and Blue Demon Jr. You know what? Whatever. Let's just add all the other guys as background players. Whatever. Because then if I add them in the next thing, it's like they kind of just appeared out of nowhere. This is what happens when you just keep adding more and more guys to a stable. Right, I believe this is all of them. If I missed one, I'll check. I'll check in a second. Oh wait, what am I doing? Hold on. Delete part 2. All right, who is making the save? Negro Casas is making the save. Shocker. LA Park. Felino. And let's get Atlantis here. He wasn't on the show. Let's have him making the save. All right, yeah, so a bunch of technicals running out to save Santo and Mistico. And this will be... Have we done foreshadowing? Have we done storyline development? I don't know. We'll do storyline. I'm sure Hijo del Santo will get on the mic and be like, you guys are a bunch of cowards, yada, yada, yada. And then Pedro Jr. is going to be like, we don't give a damn what you think. We're going to do whatever the hell we want because porque nosotros estamos perros. I know these guys making the save are now just in the background. You know, I never do guys working the crowd. I when I would book angles like this, I used to have a bunch of people working the crowd. Like, I imagine if Hijo del Santo is cutting a promo, you're probably gonna have Mistico like standing on the turnbuckle, you know, looking at Perros del Mal, and you might have the other guys gesturing and stuff. But I'm always scared that it's just gonna bring down the angle, like it's gonna get a lower rating if I do that. So yeah, I kind of just book it now so that whoever's not talking is just standing there in the background. Oh, so there's somebody I forgot to. Let's see. Who is this? Is so much text. Who is still making the save? Oh, shocker. I went over on our time by 1 minute. So let's see. All right, there we go. Is anybody being overused? No. Okay. All right, now let's do a quick check of what angle types we're using to try and get the bonus. So we've got surprise and storyline here. We've got tease here, so that's 3. Foreshadowing, that's 4. Type 5. Character development of 6. All right. All right, so this is our show. What did we do last time? Well, the pay-per-view got a 79, which is good, but it's the same score as the last pay-per-view got, actually. Although I remember, I'm pretty sure this pay-per-view did not get the angle bonus, and this one did. And they somehow got the same score. So I'm a little bit annoyed at that. I kind of wish this pay-per-view did better. But that is neither here nor there. All right, our last... I don't even know what that saying means, man. I don't... Our last Televisa got a 78. Before that, we got an 80, 72, 76. All right, you know what? I want to be at least in the 80 range. So 80 or above is our goal right now. Let's see if we can hit that. We'll go first, our dark match. Whatever whatever we're gonna call these guys, got a win over Ringo Mendoza and Los Brazos. 4. All right, into the show. We start backstage. Perros del Mal beating up Los Hermanos Stone and Misterioso, and Hector Garza cuts a promo, and it got a 60. Okay. All right, not the best opening segment ever, but not the worst. Okay, our Tech Masterclass. I'm a little, interesting. Only a 69. Blue Panther, Ultimo Dragon, and Virus defeated Wagner Jr., El Dandy, and Fuerza Guerrera. I guess the match was brought down a little bit by Fuerza Guerrera and El Dandy? Huh. Yeah, I thought for sure this would at least be in the 70s, literally just because we put Wagner and Ultimo Dragon in there. But whatever, 69. It's fine, it's just the opening match. Okay, the announcement of our tag title main event gets a 75. Okay. All right, the Perros del Mal team of Perro Jr. and Blue Demon Jr. get a win over El Canek and Mr. Nebla. And this also getting a 69. All right. So far, we're off to a decent start. Can we do a little bit better? Okay, our Steal the Show match got a solid 70. All right, I'm happy about that. Mr. Aguilar was the best worker in the match, but Volador Jr., he held his own in there with 61. And yeah, Volador Jr. goes over Avierno, Ricky Marvin, and Mr. Aguilar in this match. We got a backstage promo from Negro Casas and Shocker and LA Park. Gets a 73. Pretty good. So far, we got some good segments. All right, this match gets a 75, and the crowd is white hot. The Perros del Mal team of Hector Garza, Damien 666, and Halloween steal a win from Shocker, Negro Casas, and LA Park with a little bit of help from their good friend Vampiro, their newest friend. All right, solid match. All right, Guerreros del Invierno promo gets a 71. Okay. Whoa, and the main event gets an 81, which is a good score. It's a good score, but we got a rare Hijo del Santo having an off night. He was off his game and he still got an 82 though. Like he was still the best in the match. Wow. He's just that good, man. But yeah, I feel like he rarely ever has an off night. And of course, we got double dinged for our bad commentary. You know, it kind of sucks that our commentary is just gonna hold us back until a better commentator becomes available. But like I always say, I guess it just is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. All right, and the show closing angle gets a 75. People like to see the technicos standing tall in the end. Although they're standing tall for now. Whoa, an 83. Wow. Yeah, I'm sure that the main event getting above an 80 definitely helped. Yeah, great show. Very proud of this. Made 96,000. Hey. All right, and we gained popularity all throughout Mexico. Yeah, very, very successful show. Hopefully the show is a sign of things to come for us. It is well, it's the end of August, but yeah, even though summer may be coming to a close soon, CMLL, we are hot, baby. We're in a hot period. Why are you? What happened there? All right, I did not like that. Don't do that, computer. I thought the game crashed. Let's see what happened in ROH. Brian Danielson and Joni Lawler defeated Matt Striker and Chad Collier. Sure. Let's see. Is any contracts come up? I guess not. All right, 707,000 viewers. Pretty good. All right. So yeah, this is a successful show. We made it out of the booking screen. And can I see here? Yeah, I think that was the best show we've ever booked according to the rating. Damn. Well, you know, that's can only be a positive sign for us. That means that we're moving up in the wrestling world. Yeah, we should be very happy about that. If only our commentators were not this bad. You know, I know I said nothing can be done about it, but I'm just gonna look again. and see if we can find anyone. Anyone. I mean, yeah, we could try to steal the AAA commentators. Oh, they're not. He's on an exclusive handshake. I don't know if we'll be able to get him. Although I did put to hire and he showed up, so we probably can try to sign him. He's not that amazing. 69 to 77. So he's about in line with, or well, he's a little bit better than Alfonso Morales. Not as good as Miguel Linares, though. I mean, yeah, we really need a color. Yeah, let's look for that first. Al Snow. And I mean, yeah, can I just turn here? Let's turn off celebrities. I'm not gonna drop money on Boss Rutan to come do color commentary. Dave Prazak. Oh God. Don't this. It's not bad. Dutch Mantel. Jesus, no. Johnny Stewart. You know, we could have got Larry Zbyszko before, and we ended up going with Ernest Miller, but maybe it's time to switch things up and try to get Larry Zbyszko. There's Roddy Piper. Wow, why does Vader have good color commentary? I mean, there's nobody that great that we can sign. Like Larry Zbyszko, 68 to 76. I mean, it's better than we've got now with Ernest Miller. Let's see. We signed him to an exclusive written. Okay, of course we did. All right, never mind. Forget I even brought it up. Of course we signed them to an exclusive written. Of course. We had to stop other companies from bringing in Ernest the Cat Miller to do commentary. All right, you know what? I don't like that it's that OBS keeps popping up like that. All right, yeah, I saved the game. I'm gonna close the game and reopen it and see if that fixes it. So just give me 1 second. All right, we're back. Hopefully that fixed it. I don't want that to keep happening. Ken Anderson, desperate to get back in the mix. His stats not that great. They didn't even give him charisma or mic skills. Damn. Whoever made this mod hates Ken Anderson. Just keep advancing. Oh yeah, we should take a look at our schedule. Yeah, because we were on the booking screen, I wasn't able to show you guys this, but including the Televisa show that we just booked, we had 4 weeks of shows until Anniversario, so now it's 3 weeks of shows. So yeah, that's what we're this is what we're looking at here, basically. Gonna try to... I know that at least on the Televisa right before Anniversario, I want to do an angle... Well, probably on an episode before that, I want to do some kind of angle where Hijo del Santo is going to be talking backstage to Mistico. And he's going to be like, you know, Anniversario is such an important show in Lucha Libre, and it's the biggest CMLL show of the year. You shouldn't be having to fight this battle with us. You should be worried about building your legacy, Mistico. So I think it's time that you go out for singles gold. And, you know, basically with the encouragement from Santo, Mistico is going to try to become the #1 contender for the welterweight championship. And to do that, we're going to have him wrestle Volador Jr. So yeah, that's something that's something I know we're going to do right before the pay-per-view. Aside from that, we're kind of just... I think the play is just to keep booking whatever combinations of... Perros del Mal members versus technicos we can. Oh, Stone Cold Steve Austin's contract is up. Hello? We can afford $2,300 per show. Oh my god. I mean, he's retired. We can't book him in matches, but man, look at this charisma and mic skills. Hey, Steve Austin, do you speak Spanish by any chance? No, of course he doesn't. Of course. Thank God. If he did, I might have had to try and make an offer. So I'm kind of glad. Also, looking at the screen here, it seems that yeah, it's September 1st. It seems that a bunch of contracts are up, so I guess we're gonna have to go through these now. There's Dusty Rhodes. We can sign Junichiro Tenryu. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Oh God, it's Ryback. Feed me more. Feed me more. A lot of Joshi wrestler contracts coming up. Larry Zbyszko. Chavo Classic. Can we use this guy for anything? No. All right. Not that good. Grand Apache from AAA. See, now I'm a little interested, just only because he's in AAA. He's not that popular. And he's really not that good. And a 50, we don't really need this guy. Mean Gene Okerlund up for grabs. If we were running an English-speaking company, I would try to hire him. Can he do commentary? No. What if we... This is such a stupid idea. What if we signed him and then asked him if he wanted to do color commentary? I wonder if he would be good. Can we ask him to become a color commentator even if he doesn't work for us? Let's see. It isn't something I'm looking to do. All right. Never mind. You know, you try to do something fun. Terry Taylor. What do you do? Road agent, personality. Oh, color commentary. Oh, he's bad. Steve Gray. Is this the best picture you could find of this guy? Damn. Why does he look like beat up? Shinjiro Otani. We can bring in Vince Russo. Oh, dear God. Billy Gunn leaving WWE. That's kind of interesting. Man, he's not that popular in Mexico. Tiger Jeet Singh. I'm not even gonna look at Tommy Dreamer's stats. I'm not even gonna look. Sabu. Bearer. There's a lot of contracts coming up, but not a lot of people that we're too interested in, unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. Oh, hey. Juven Guerrera's available. Oh shit, now we're talking. Why was this so low? How is Gran Apache more important than Juventud? Damn, they're offering him an exclusive rate in 3 years. Okay. When I signed the Blue Demon Jr., I just kind of happened to notice that if you sign people for a per show contract, it's a lot cheaper. Like I think we pretty much run 8 shows every month. So what, 1,500 times 8? So that's what, 12,000. That's like less than half. Or no, a little more than half of what you would get monthly. So we can try this approach and see what happens. 15,000 signing bonus. Okay, let's give him like 18. Travel cover, no. They're giving him a 20% bonus. Damn. All right, sure. He's the juice. Whatever he wants. Let's try this. 1,600 per show? Are you kidding me? This works? Oh, I have a better offer. Okay. He's not as dumb. What if we do 1,800? How much would that be? I can't do the quick math right now, but I think that would still be less than 2,200. All right, better offer. I feel like he's not gonna accept any per month amount. Or I mean per show. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna go for it. I don't think he's gonna fall for our plan. What if we bump it all the way up to 2,400 per show? That's kind of a lot. Let's see, 2,400 per show times 8. I'm just gonna open up a calculator, man. It's like a little over 19. All right, yeah, this strategy of paying them per show may only work if another company isn't already offering them a monthly amount. So yeah, I guess it's not going to work here, but it's something to keep in mind. We'll try it again in the future with somebody else. All right, yeah, so let's try this. 1 of 2. I don't like that. I want to be 1 of 1. Bump it up to 25.6. All right, the offer has been made. Let's see what happens. I really hope we get him. It would be a real blow to their company. Yeah, 57 pop. He's pretty popular. He's got really good skills. I think it would be a real blow. And we shouldn't we're trying to get him for as cheap as possible, but in actuality we should really be making a hard what am I trying to say? A hard I don't know. We should really be going after him. He's really good. He's over. We need him. Super crazy. Oh, but that's Hustle. I thought he was leaving us. I think his contract with us is coming up soon, so we're gonna have to re-sign him and hope that AAA doesn't steal him. Okay, let's look at Sable real quick. Yo, she's got mic skills? Oh, but she probably doesn't speak Spanish, right? Ooh, Shelly Martinez, you live to see another day on our roster. Shelly Martinez is so lucky that she's like the only woman we found that speaks Spanish. Oh, and heavy metal? Yeah, we also need him. Brother of Negro Casas and Felino. We definitely want to bring him in. All right, we're not going to mess around with offering him per show deal. $1,800 signing bonus. How about 20,000? 20 grand. One of two. How much are they offering him? 24,000. Just do a even 26. One of two. Okay. An even 28. I'd seriously consider it. Okay. And I mean, we're not exactly rolling in the dough, but we've got a little bit of money to throw around. We can make these offers, and hopefully it pays off long term. Kaz Hayashi out of Hustle. You know, we could use a Kaz Hayashi on our roster if he actually had a little bit of pop in Mexico. He's a lot better than Mazada. And I mean, he's a lot better than a lot of guys we have on our roster. Oh, Chuck Palumbo. Hello. Jackpot, baby. We're going to sign the P-Man. Chuck Palumbo. Hey. Chuck Palumbi. Chucky Baloney. Man, he's bad. I could not... like, I am certain that I have seen this man wrestle before. I was watching wrestling in 2004. I cannot remember a single match. I can't tell you what his attire looked like. I can't tell you a move he did. Don't remember anything about this guy. Oh, and I mean, didn't he marry yeah, speaking of, didn't he marry Billy Gunn at some point? They were in doing the whole Rico, Billy, and Chuck angle. Rico, do you speak Spanish? No. All right. Just curious. Silver Cat. Who is this guy? He's not that great. Gail Kim leaving WWE. Gail Kim. Damn. You know, somebody out there has got to speak Spanish. Tracy speaks fluent English. Okay. Moscow de la Merced. Merced? Local Valentino. This guy has two names. Terry Runnels. Trinity. Trinity, you're like Italian or something, right? Yeah, she doesn't speak Spanish. James Storm, Chris Harris. Taichi. Sakota any good? This is another guy. I don't even remember seeing him on TV. I most likely did see him at some point, but I don't remember. There's Jackie Gata. We've got James Gibson. No, yeah, we're not gonna do that. She speaks fluent. Come on, man. No, but they couldn't give Jackie Mike skills, but they gave Mike skills to Gail Kim. Of course. Oh, Jackie speaks Spanish though. God, what a tease. All right, we're not gonna sign her, but oh, I'm very tempted. If her Mike skills were as good as Gail Kim's, we'd be offering her a contract. Who the hell is Lamont? Christopher Nowinski. Mark Coleman. We can have him come in and shoot on our guys. Yeah, that's definitely something I want to do. Oh no, some of our guys' contracts are running out, I think. Yeah, like El Pantera. Alfonso Morales, isn't he the... Oh, he's our comment... Oh, he is our commentator. All right. How about just another handshake deal? Well, how much is he making now? Can I see? Oh, he's making 400 per show. Okay. We'll just keep having him on a handshake deal. I think that's okay. Major TV and the above. Okay. Wouldn't that mean he wouldn't does that mean that he wouldn't be available to do Super Viernes? Wonder. What if we do everything but Husha? No, he only wants to do major or above. I don't like that. Let me see. Oh, well, actually, it seems that we don't even have a commentary team for Super Viernes, so maybe that's not even an issue. I thought it would be, but I guess not. All right, yeah, we'll just keep him on a handshake deal. Yeah, Brian Kendrick, sure. El Pantera, we do not want to lose. I hope AAA doesn't try to sign some of our dudes. He's on a handshake deal. Do we just keep him on a handshake deal? If we're gonna be spending all this money bringing in Juventud and Heavy Metal and eventually Abismo Negro, maybe we should try to keep some of these guys on handshake deals if we can. Our cut of the merchandise, sure. How does 25% sound? Okay. All right, we already made an offer to Heavy Metal. I don't know why I have Rikishi on the short list. He's not that good. We're just gonna remove him. Yes, we saw Juventud, Kyoko Kimura, Lismark Jr. He's not a guy we book very often, but he's got a little bit of pop. And he is also on a handshake deal. Let's check out that side. He's got aerial and flashiness. Not a lot of experience. We don't need him right now. We do, however, need Olympico. Okay, we definitely don't want to lose super crazy. All right, it's this. It says this is a rival offer, but they're just getting him on a handshake deal. We don't have to worry about that actually. What kind of contract do we have him on? Oh, it said it right there, handshake deal. All right, so we'll keep him on a handshake deal. I'm kind of surprised. I thought he would be somebody on an exclusive written. He accepts. Okay. All right, we made it through contract season. Woo! Also, yeah, now that it's September 1st, I kind of want to check something real quick. Did we make money last month? Hey, all right. For the very first month in the save, we actually made a small profit. We made $173,000. Hey, things are like I said earlier, things are heading in the right direction for us. That's good. Want to keep that trend going. All right, so I guess if all that done, let's advance. Yeah, I really do hope we get Juventud and heavy metal. This would not be a ideal time for us to have the thing happen where they make a counter offer and the wrestler just accepts it. I hope that doesn't happen here. Oh, bid update. Ooh, I got scared. Their offer's being seriously considered. Okay. They upped their offer to 31,000 a month, and they lowered the signing bonus. It seems. We could offer him a 4th year, but man, that's such a commitment. Although it wouldn't hurt us to have him on our roster for 4 years. He's really good. I mean, yeah, he's got aerial flashiness, psychology. He's solid all around here. Surprisingly low charisma. I think that is a I don't agree with this. I feel like he's a very charismatic wrestler. And also I think he's a bit more of a technical wrestler than an aerial wrestler, but that's, I could be wrong about that. I don't know. Let's just try some more money first. What are they offering him? 31? I'll offer 35. One of two. That's interesting. Because 35,000 is kind of a lot already. What about 36? Okay. All it took was $1,000 more a month. All right, moving food. Let's see. They're offering him 27. What if we give him a higher cut of the merchandise and offer him, like, I don't know, 29. 5. One of two. Okay. No. 31.5. All right, AAA, your move. Okay. All right, just a bunch of people extending their deals. All right. And since I want to book I was thinking about booking Dragon Kid and Milano Collection AT as a team, so why don't we try to bring both of them in now? We'll get them on Super Viernes. All right, we've got some action down here. Who can it be? All right, Olympic going super crazy. All right, well, I'm happy that we were able to keep them. And surprised that AAA didn't go after super crazy. What the hell are they doing? I'm trying to steal two, maybe not two of their like tippy top stars, but 2 stars from their roster. Juventud and Heavy Metal. I'm trying to steal them. Super Crazy's contract comes up and AAA is not even gonna make him an offer. You guys, like, what are you doing? No sign of graduate. And speaking of AAA, let's see what their show did. A 69. All right, not anything we need to be worried about, I'd say. But yeah, see, here, this is my point exactly. Juventud Guerrera is in the main events. He was the second best person in the match. And we're trying to steal him. And we're trying to steal Heavy Metal, who's in the co-main events. And they're not even going to go after Super Crazy? What are you guys? Are you guys super crazy? Like, I don't know, just bad management over there. Also, while we're talking about that, can I, no, not. Take a look. Company Wars here. We're still behind TNA. Boo. But we're ahead of AAA. Let's see where they're at. 68s and 66s. All right. Yeah, we've got 71s and 69s and a 72. All right, so we're still ahead of them. Still ahead. All right, so before we get to this Super Viernes and then the following Televisa, I am going to take my break. I think it's a good time for a break. We've been going at this for an hour and 23 minutes. So yeah, stay tuned. When I come back, we're gonna book some Lucha Libre action. If you've enjoyed this, please like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the, oh, whoops, wrong screen. Subscribe to the channel. I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. I'm back from my break. It's time for us to book some more CMLL. Alright, Super Viernes. I guess we're just gonna stick to Arena Neza. Oh hey, so the economy is weak and the wrestling industry is weak, but they are rising. I feel like before they weren't rising, they were whatever is worse than that. So like stagnant maybe. So yeah, that's pretty good. Positive things are happening for us. And slowly but surely we are grinding AAA into dust. Blue Demon Jr. has introduced his nephew Zerus into the ins and outs of booking. You know, this Zerus fella, I signed him randomly on one of the last streams because I saw that he was really young. I believe he's 19 years old and he's got good stats. I looked him up the other day on my phone. I typed in Zerus Luchador. It turns out this guy is Pentagon Jr. So I didn't know that when I signed him for the save, but yeah. The more you know. Also, he is Blue Demon Jr.'s nephew. Again, didn't know that. I learn new things all the time about Lucha Libre. Ultimo Dragon wants to be a locker room leader, but he has the egomaniac personality type. I don't know. I mean, on one hand, he is Ultimo Dragon. It makes sense for him to be a locker room leader, but I don't like that he's an egomaniac. I don't like that. But we also don't want to upset him. He's demanding. I also don't like people coming into my office and making demands. However, to avoid another Silver King situation where he walks out on us, we're just gonna let him do it. Fine. Yeah. The two guys here from New Japan are happy about it. We got training. Dr. Ekis with an idea. Lance Storm, how's your back doing, man? Are you feeling any better yet? It would be cool if we can book you in matches again. Vampiro for creative finish. You know, I usually just do nothing, but should we do some team bonding for once? Go out for a big lunch before the show, maybe? Yeah, let's try. Let's see what happens. Oh, okay, we only strengthen people's relationships. Nice. No bad outcomes. Why was Brazo de Oro with us? All right, whatever. All right, Super Viernes time. What the hell are we about to book? You know, even though it's Super Viernes and like traditionally the main event would be a trios match, Perros del Mal has a lot of people, so we're gonna do a 4v4. Let's do something like, I don't know, Perro Jr., Blue Demon Jr., Vampiro, and should we do Hector Garza, or can Hector Garza I feel like he can be in another match, maybe. So let's do, you know what, no, let's just do Hector, whatever. And who can they take, who should they wrestle? Let's have them face Negro Casas, Felino, Shocker, and somebody else. I don't want to, like, the obvious choice would be like LA Park or Santo, but you know, we don't want to we don't want to blow our load too early and just kind of book the same match that we're going to do at the pay-per-view. Let's do Atlantis. Atlantis has a history of teaming with Felino. He's not really beefing with Perros del Mal, but he can be in the match. That's fine. He's a technico. We'll give him 15 minutes, which seems long for a match like this. But I was looking at our product recently and saw that it says matches under 15 minutes cannot achieve world-class scores. So I'm trying to keep that in mind for our main events. You know, no more 13-minute main events. And I think I want Perros del Mal to win. I'm gonna do, you know, let's have Vampiro get the win. Over, Atlantis. All right. All right, now let's get some 3v3 action going. We're gonna play off of what happened on Televisa. We're gonna do Santo and Mistico, and this time with their trios champion partner Blue Panther, and they're gonna face Ultimo Guerrero, Rebu Canero, and why not Dr. Wagner Jr. Have I booked this exact match? No. This one had extra people. It had Lance Storm, Atlantis, Pirata Morgan. Alright, so this should be a really good match. 15 minutes. Or, you know, this could probably main event. Let's give him 18. And we're going to give the win. Who really needs it? I mean, I don't think any of them really need it, but let's have Mistico get the win. Keep his rise going. Let's have him beat Rey Bucanero. And this is going to be a non-title match, of course. I mean, you know, we could put the title on the line here, even though, like, storyline wise, it doesn't make a ton of sense. Super Viernes is a tour show, so I feel like it would actually be fine if this was a title match. So, you know what? Fuck it. We're putting the title on the line. Why not? That's been my mantra for booking lately. Why not? Alright, so yeah, the title will be on the line in the main event for no reason. Exciting stuff. LA Park, Ultimate Dragon. We definitely want to book something with Ultimo Dragon teaming with the two guys you brought in from Newsman. Ultimo Dragon, Dragon Kid, and the debuting Milano Collection AT. Let's see, who should they take on? I mean, Arcángel de la Muerte. Yeah, Muerte is always good. Do Arcángel de la Muerte, Sangre Azteca, and Dr. X came up earlier, so congratulations, you're in a match. And I want Dragon Kid to get the win. Okay. Oh, we need a tech masterclass. Let's see. Whoops. All right, what if we give a win to Mephisto and Super Crazy here? Who should they be? Máscara Escalada and Máscara Mágica. Hopefully a decent little match. to win to Mephisto. He is the welterweight champion. Here, we'll do a distraction match. All right, we only need to book 1 more minute. LA Park, Joe, Mr. Aguila. Let's see. Can we do something fun? I mean, everything we book is fun, but let's do some kind of combinations here. Let's do Nicho. Who else? I just said something. Oh, Mr. Aguila. There we go. Let's do Nicho, Mr. Aguila, El Dandy, and Pirata Morgan. So yeah, not all Perros del Mal member, but all Rudos. And they are taking on the team of LA Park. L Connect, I guess, maybe. Here, we'll do LA Park, El Pantera, Volador Jr., and Ricky Marvin. You know, I don't know if I've ever had LA Park team with anyone in this match. But still a fun team nonetheless. And it kind of works out in our favor because I was planning on having LA Park's team win the match, and I'm trying to build up Volador Jr. So yeah, we'll give the win to LA Park actually. Right. Let's see who's left over. You know, we need to start thinking about guys who are like either recognizable or unimportant that we kind of want to try to build up. I feel like I usually start from the top up. I think about booking the major stars and stars first. Yeah, I know for sure we want to get James Gibson over. Aside from that, I don't really know. Nozawa is unimportant now. He used to be recognizable. And I mean, yeah, I would love it if Super Delphin could get over. Zumbito, maybe. Oh, and also we don't have a Steal the Show match. Can this steal the show? Probably not. Like, these three, yes. Him, yes. These two, eh. Like, maybe Sangre Azteca can, but definitely not. Let's see. Is there anybody we can put in? To make this a Steal the Show match. Oh, Milano Collection AT is a Rudo? No, we need to change that. El Fantasma Jr. could potentially be good at these kind of matches, but he's not quite there yet. We've tried Nozawa many times. His stats are a lie. It looks like he's got good stats, but not actually. All right, we're gonna do Ramstein. Sorry, Dr. Eggies. We're gonna make this our Steal the Show match, which may be crazy. Okay. I was trying to book a match where James Gibson wins. Tarzan Boy, James Gibson, and Zumbito. Tres Guapos or something. Come on, guys, brainstorm with me. We need a fun sounding name for this silly group of one handsome guy, one cool guy, and one angry American. Or he's also horny. That's very important to his character. Yeah, they can take on Alan Stone, Chris Stone, and we just re-signed Liz Mark Jr. Yeah, get in there, Liz Mark. Get in there and put over James Gibson. We'll do just one more match. This doesn't even need to be Lucha Libre rules. We'll just have it be a one-fall match. We're gonna do El Connect teaming with Gran Hamada and Super Delphin. And let's see, I want them to win here. A lot of our Rudos have bad momentum. Ice Cold. All right, we'll do Black Warrior. Here, we'll do Black Warrior, Bestia Salvaje, and Scorpio Jr. Los Talimanes. I like how the game has given up on writing everyone's names in. It's like, nah, this too long. Can't do. This can be short. It's gonna be like 8 minutes. Can Super Delphin possibly pin anyone in this match? Flash pinfall. Oh, I guess he can. Sure. All right. Tech Masterclass was going to go first. Swap these two. All right, you know, I feel like this should be before the other match, but having two 4v4s back to back is kind of weird. So we're just going to leave it in this order. Let's get a couple of angles in here. All right, we're going to do our standard Technicos show closing promo. They're getting the win in the main event. They're going to speak to the audience, New Japan style, and wish them well. Tell them to get home safe. Let's to Ultimo Guerrero, Dr. Wagner Jr., Ray Bucanero as background players. And of course, we wanted to advance the storyline, so they're going to be talking about Perros del Mal Jr. Another quick 4-minute promo. We're just gonna have Perros del Mal do their thing. After they cheat to win the match, they're gonna kind of get on the mic and taunt Negro Casas and Shocker and all those guys. They're gonna make fun of them. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the legendary Negro Casas, who we just beat. Who else? And you know, let's let Negro Casas talk too. Maybe he can respond. Who else is on their team? Atlantis, and there's one other person. I can't remember. Shocker, right. It just said his name. Shocker can also talk. Oh, we've gone over our time. That usually doesn't happen on Super Viernes. So can we cut time from 10? All right, we probably want to do at least one more promo if we want to get the bonus. So who can talk? All right, we'll just do a promo of Ultimo Guerrero, Ray Bucanero, and Wagner Jr. They're just cutting a promo, a pre-tape promo that is pre-tape. This is going to be put in on when the highlights are shown on TV. Cutting a promo saying that they want to win the trio titles. Of course, we'll get the wonderful Shelly Martinez in there. Mistico off screen, Blue Panther off screen, boom. This can be like in the middle of the show. Let's put it. And we need to cut 3 minutes now. One minute from this. This is already only 8 minutes. Here, we'll make this a one fall match. So it's a little more realistic that it's only 8 minutes. This is 10 minutes. I kind of like for a tech masterclass to be at least 10 minutes. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to cut some time for this. All right, yeah, we're good to go. Okay, so this is our Super Viernes. I hope it does well. I don't remember what we got last time. Let's see. Oh, well, I guess technically last time was the pay-per-view. Got a 79. Can we beat a 79 with this show? Maybe. Let's find out. All right, we're off to a mid start with a 63. Los Invernales, Mephisto, and Super Crazy beat Mascara Mágica and Mascara Sagrada in our Tech Masterclass. All right, the yet to be named trio of Tarzan Boy, James Gibson, and Zumbito get a win over Lismar Jr. and Los Hermanos Stone. All right, trying to get James Gibson over. Hopefully that did something. All right, another random trios match. We got El Connect teaming with Grand Hamada and Super Delphin, taking on Black Warrior and Los Talibanes. Bestia Salvaje and Scorpio Jr. gets only a 52. But the important thing here is that Super Delphin was the one we gave the win to. He got a 45. Not great. I don't know. I feel like Super Delphin's stats are not terrible, but he's got like no pop. So trying to actually book him is a bit hard. All right, 8-man tag. LA Park, El Pantera, Volador Jr., and Ricky Marvin get a win over El Dandy, Pirata Morgan, and Perros del Mal members Nicho Millonario and Mr. Aguila. A 66, a little bit better than the matches we've had already. Yeah, not much else to say about this. Okay, gonna move on. Ooh, not great. Our Steal the Show match of the night gets a 59. Yeah, really not great. Ultimo Dragon did good. He got a 74. Arcangel de la Muerte got a 53, but then, yeah, everybody else kind of... I'm sure they tried their best, but their best was not that great. All right, but yeah, anyways, Dragon Kid pins Sangre Azteca. The Dragon Rock. Oh, we forgot to... Oh, man, we forgot to make Milano Collection AT a Technico. It's fine. We're borrowing him, so the next time we bring him in, we'll be able to change him. Ooh, a little bit disappointed here in this backstage promo from Wagner and Ultimo Guerrero, only getting a 63. I feel like usually these guys both deliver. But yeah, look, it seemed like Wagner Jr. had a bit of an off night. Maybe allowing him to do multiple takes was more of a detriment than a benefit to him. Maybe only having one take when the pressure is on, he does his best. But knowing that he's gonna be able to do it again, he's not trying as hard. Maybe that's what happened. Anyways, it's 63. All right, more 8-man action. A bit of an all-star match here. We got Casas, Felino, Shocker, and Atlantis taking on Vampiro, Hector Garza, Ferrogao Jr., and Blue Demon Jr. And I got a 71. I believe this is the best match on the show so far. Makes sense considering who's in it. Right. Promo after match gets a 69. Everyone did well. That's what you want to see. Hey, and the main event gets a big score, 81. All right. Hell yeah. Hijo del Santo, Mistico, and Blue Panther successfully defend their trios titles against the team of Dr. Wagner Jr. and Los Guerreros del Invierno. Yeah, great match. I knew it would be, like, considering that three of our top stars are in this match. And then you got a bunch of other good guys in there. So yeah, of course this was a good match. I'm glad it was. Nobody was off their game, nobody got injured. Just good stuff all around. Hopefully the show really needed this. Hopefully this brings up the rating a bunch. Ooh, and even the promo at the end was good. 72. All right, let's see what the show got. An 82. Wow. You know, I mean, we'll take it. I don't know if this show really deserved an 82. Obviously, the wide range of angles bonus helps. But yeah, I guess that main event and the 8-man before it were enough to bring this show up from what it would have got. Yeah, really happy about that. It was looking a bit bleak to start off. I was like, oh, this is such a mid show. Okay, we made a little bit of money. Good stuff. I need a sip of water there. Randy Savage is retiring. Oh no. Thank you, New Japan guys. Super crazy now lives in Centro. Where was he before? The always positive Ultimo Dragon saying Mascara Mágica doesn't connect with the fans and is a waste of time. Ultimo Dragon, you need to lighten up, dude. Never has anything good to say about anyone. All right, we're still waiting on all these people to either re-sign or sign with us. All right, I guess it's time for us to just get straight into another Televisa show. So let's do it. $6,000 fans. Or 6,600. Let's see, what can we get? Can we... Oh, okay, the search is up to 8,000. Seems like the biggest venue we can run is well, Deportivo Carlos Balamori. I definitely butchered the pronunciation of that. Cost us 12 grand though. This costs us a bit less money, but it doesn't have as many seats. All right, so yeah, we're gonna try to make as much money as possible. We're gonna grub money like we're TKO. And it's time for a booking team meeting. All right, what do we even need? Can we try to build up some finishes? We've got our biggest show of the year coming up. Safe bet. Now, yeah, if we could stockpile some safe bets and near certainties to use on that show, that would be really good. Ooh, another one. Can we go 3 for 3? A near certainty for Negro Casas. Okay. Good meeting, guys. Great meeting, even. All right, training happens. Always something about Dr. Eckes doing spot-on impressions of other guys in the locker room. All right, cool. Showing off those promo skills. Super crazy angle idea. All right. Great, time for another installment of Televisa. What did I write down for our main event? Oh, so we're gonna be doing a big 5-on-5 match, and yeah, this is a pretty fun one, I'd say. We got Casas, Santo, Park, Panther, and Atlantis teaming up. Yeah, it's basically Technicos versus Rudos. Negro Casas, El Santo, LA Park. Who are the other guys? Blue Panther and Atlantis. And they're taking on Enogal Jr., Blue Demon Jr., Hector Garza, Dr. Wagner Jr., and Ultimo Guerrero. I love that our roster is so like so rich with guys who are over and guys who are good that we can do fun combinations like this, like Perros del Mal. Instead of just doing 5 of them, we can grab Wagner Jr. and Ultimo Guerrero to pump up the match of it. That should be a great main event. We're gonna let's give it 15. Or you know what? We'll give it 6. We'll give it a full 20 minutes on the show. And who do I want to get the win here? Let's see what happened last week. Oh well, yeah, of course the technicos got the win by DQ. All right, so we're gonna give it to the Rudo team. Who better to get the win than we're gonna have Perro Gal Jr. and his former mentor, Negro Casas. Very personal issues there. And it might be team. All right, that should be a banger match. All right, and you know what? Got an idea for something else we can do. Let's do 3v3 Lucha Libre. We're going to do the brother of Negro Casas, Felino. He is going to team with 1/3 of the Trios champs, Mistico, and his good friend, Voladar Jr. Now, let's see. They can take on... We're going to do Mr. Aguila. Can we do like... Let's do Mr. Aguila. Super crazy. Let's do Viernes and Mephisto. Right, so again, we're mixing the groups here. We got Perros del Mal teaming now with Los Invernales. You know, this could be a good match. I was considering making it steal the show, but Mephisto is more of a tech guy, as is Felino, I believe. Although Felino, I'm sure, yeah, he's got good stats. Should we do it anyways? Should we tell him to steal the show? We're gonna do it anyways. Steal the show. We're gonna have Volador Jr. get the win. We're gonna have Volador Jr. pin the welterweight champion, Mephisto. This is a big win for him. Do a flash pinfall. We'll give him a non-comeback. All right, so these should be 2 good matches here. And yeah, this match works because we're trying to... The story we're going to be telling is that Mistico is going to go after Mephisto, but first he's going to have to beat Volador Jr., so this is a good way to get to that. And then, you know, we've got the involvement of Perros del Mal, and Felino is kind of feuding with them. Should be. Oh, I don't have anything else written out, of course. We're winging it, I forgot. We had Ultimo Dragon go over El Dandy in a trios last time, and I forgot to bring in Milano Collection and Dragon Kid for the show again. So what if we just do straight up Ultimo Dragon versus El Dandy? I'm sure this is like a dream match of the 90s, but we're doing it in 2004. Ten minutes. Tech Masterclass. Obviously, Ultimo Dragon has got to go. Sorry, Dandy. Can El Dandy challenge for the middleweight title? That's a good question. No, he's too big. All right. Maybe once upon a time, but not in 2004. Right. Let's see. All right, there's a good amount of people left over, and we need some more show to book. So what can we do here? We need to give Great Sasuke wins if I want him to challenge for the middleweight title. Damn it! You know what? I as good as as good as a one-on-one matches is. What if we make it a tag match? All right, tag team tag masterclass, and Great Sasuke is gonna get the win. Never done this before, right? No. All right, should be even better now because there's more people. Obviously, that makes the match better. Nicho, Ray, Shocker. Oh, Shocker should definitely be on the show. Book another trio. Got Shocker. Falcon Neck, Grand Hamada, Mr. Nebla, Shocker, Mr. Nebla, and El Pantera. All right, who should they take on? Let's have them face. Let's have them take on El Terrible, Damien 666, and Halloween. Hey, we're gonna switch things up. We're gonna do a botched interference. We're gonna have Damien 666, Nicho Millionario. Maybe at some point he's gonna try to. They're gonna try to team up and attack Shocker, but Shocker is going to outsmart them. He's gonna get out of the way. Nicho's gonna accidentally hit Damien 666, and Shocker is going to pick up the win. Is this too much time for this match? I don't know. we'll leave it at 12. All right, we probably have enough time for one more match and a few promos. So let's see. What are we trying to do here? Vampiro is not on the show. All right, you know what? I'm doing too much thinking right now. I'm overthinking. What if we give Vampiro a one-on-one win? He could probably go over El Connect, but I don't know if El Connect's going to be too happy about that. He could go over Lance Storm, but Lance Storm's back is still hurt, I think. Yeah, we'll do Vampiro, El Connect. Look, what's their popularity? Let me see. Wow, El Connect is more over than Vampiro. All right, you know what? We're gonna have El Connect get a DQ win. You know what? No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna put over Vampiro. Why are we putting over El Connect? He's not in the storyline. Just immediately changed my mind. We're gonna have this be tainted. El Connect will be distracted by Nicho Millionario. So yeah, Nicho Millionario, a lot of outside the ring activity in this particular episode. Oh, he's unhappy. Knew it. I knew it. You know, I was gonna say Vampiro at one point early in the same team with Los Brazos in a Lucha de Apuestas match. We could have kind of played that up and had him beat one of them, but neither of them has much pop at all. Wouldn't really mean anything. Here, he can beat Máscara Sagrada. Now there's a guy always good for the job. We're still gonna do the same finish. Distraction. Because I think it's fun to have Nicho Millionario just being involved in 2 matches back to back. So it's gonna go well in this match, and then in the next match it's gonna backfire. And of course, after the win, we're gonna give Shocker a promo. He's gonna call out the cheating ways of Nicho Millionario and Vampiro. And here, just to tie this to the storyline, we'll have him mention Perros del Mal Jr. Yeah, we definitely need some promos from the usual suspects. Perro Jr. promo, Hijo del Santo promo. You know, same. 4 minutes backstage. All right, we're gonna do a promo where all the guys in the Rudo team in the main events are gonna be seen canoodling backstage, reveling in their nasty attitudes and the fact that they all hate Hijo del Santo and Blue Panther and Atlantis and all those guys. You know, and I imagine Ultimo Guerrero, you know, he's no idiot. He would be there, like, of course he's down to wrestle in the match, but he's like, you know, we can trust you guys, right? You're not gonna try to screw us over or anything, right? And Pedro Jr. is gonna be like, no, we would never do anything like that to you. We would never screw over anybody. If we're gonna screw over anybody, it's those guys we're facing. Yeah. Pedro Jr., the a man to be trusted. Very trustworthy. He would never turn his back on anyone. Blue Panther, who else? Atlantis, and there's one more. I can remember this. Hold on. Oh, LA Park. There we go. Oh yeah, so we have a possibly temporary alliance going. Just gonna put it right after this promo. All right, and I guess since the Technicos are losing the main events, they can't do their usual show closing promo. So we're just gonna do one of those angles where they all talk. You know, Pedro Jr. talks, Negro Casas talks, Santo. Yeah, big show closing angle with a bunch of dudes. We're not quite far along yet to announce what's gonna happen at the pay-per-view, but we're slowly working our way there. We've got a couple weeks. The villainous Pedro Jr. Laughing at the Technicos that he just defeated and telling them that this is how it's going to be from now on. You guys better get used to it. The days of you guys running this company are long gone. This is the era of Los Perros. All right, that makes 87 minutes. So that's the show for us. Let's see. Let's go ahead and try to book a pre-show match. Now we got Pirata Morgan and Ray Bucanero available. You know what? I just had a funny idea. We're gonna make it a 5v5. We got Pirata Morgan, Ray Bucanero, Tarzan Boy, James Gibson, and Zoom Beto. Gotta get at least one of those in the episode. All right, and who are they taking on? Let's see. Let's do Bismarck Jr., Alan Stone, Chris Stone, Elos Brazos. And once again, we're gonna have James Gibson pin Liz Mark Jr. Oh, almost put this on the show. The crowd would be very confused by this match. They would be like, what the hell's going on here? That's a fun little match. And let's do one more. We're in a pre-show booking kind of mood today. We're going to do Grand Hamada, Super Delphin, and Olympico. Right, and they can take on the team of Dr. Ekis, Ramstein, and Nitro. What an all-star squad that is. Make this 8 minutes. We're gonna have Super Delphin. You know what? Actually, no. We're gonna have Olympico get the win. Don't know if I've ever booked Olympico to win a match. It's probably the first time. All right, so this is our show. I'm pretty confident in the main event. I really am. This co-main event match here should be good, but I'm not not 100% on it. But yeah, this should be a good show. We're shooting once again. We're shooting for an 80 or above. 80 or above. That is our 80 is our baseline from now on. All right, so come on, 80 or above. All right, Hamada, Super Delphin, and Olympico pick up a win over Ramstein and Bandia Guerrera. The match only gets a 50. All right. I mean, Olympico is another guy. His stats are not that bad, but he's not that over. And I know in real life he was doing stuff around this time. Like I believe at some point he joins Guerreros de Invierno, and I've seen matches of his. He's not a bad worker. But yeah, he's just not that over. Right, 5v5 gets a 61. James Gibson gets the win over Liz Mark Jr. yet again. Ray Bucanero got a 74 in this match. God damn. He's like, you're going to put me on the goddamn pre-show? I'll show you. And he went out there and he showed me. Man, why is he on the pre-show? Also, James Gibson getting a 58 when he's not that over is pretty good. It's a good sign. Let's see. Has he gained any popularity? Maybe a point. Maybe he's gone up 1 point. All right, on to the real show. Ooh, we're starting off hot. A 70 Tech Masterclass. Rare. Yeah, Ultimo Dragon, Great Sasuke. Get the win here when Great Sasuke pins Fuerza Guerrera with the Sasuke Special X. What is that? Great match. Fuerza Guerrera probably would have done even better, but he has ice cold momentum. We need like a gimmick idea for him. I feel like character ideas wouldn't be enough. We need him to have a new gimmick to reset his momentum. Ooh, Vampiro and Mascara Sagrada don't click. All right. Well, this match got a 56. Okay. Should have been El Connect. All right, we have a Perros del Mal get a win there, and then immediately we have them taking a loss. Shocker is able to thwart their cheating ways and get the win. Match gets a 61. I mean, it would have done better with Nicho Millonario in the match. But, you know, I wanted to give Alternative some ring time. All right, 71 Shocker promo. Good work. This backstage segment with Perros del Mal, Dr. Wagner Jr., and Ultimo Guerrero only gets a 67. Again, Ultimo Guerrero, usually a guy that does really well in promos, but he struggled a bit here. All right. You know, he's just an off night, probably. All right, our Steal the Show match of the evening gets a 69. Bellino, Mistico, and Volador Jr. defeat the team of Mr. Aguila, Viernes, and Mephisto. With Volador Jr. pinning Mephisto. So things heating up in the welterweight title scene again. Mephisto so far has been very successful as champion, but he's got a challenger on his hands, Volador Jr., and he's going to have another one, Mistico. So yeah, it's going to be hard for Mephisto to hold on to that belt for much longer. Also, Mistico in the 70s now, hell yeah. Rising superstar Mistico. Oh, and our main event gets a 72, but Negro Casas sustained the strained wrist. Hopefully that's not too serious of an injury. Yeah, let's take a look at these numbers here. Santo got an 80. Casas still got a 73, even with the bad wrist. 77s from Guerrero and Wagner. Pero Jr. 75. Oh, Santo and Blue Demon Jr. both off their game. I mean, Santo, again, off his game, still the best worker in the match. He's just that good. But yeah, I'm sure this would have done better if he didn't get injured. It's unfortunate, but what you gonna do about that, right? Yeah, it was penalized due to being disrupted by injury. Damn. Oh, and Pedro Jr. taking the blame. We're adding like real life heat now to their storyline heat. Things are getting hot. The lines are being blurred. All right, and the show closing promo only a 69. 74. Oh man. Ooh, misfire. All right, well, you know what? 74 still not the worst show we've ever booked, but not quite. I was a bit too confident. I said 80 is our floor. Maybe not. Maybe 74 is our floor. Oh, Negro Casas, he's fine. He's fine. We had 94K. All right. All right, well, I personally think that main event should have done better. Even in spite of the wrist injury, but you know, it was out of our control. It wasn't our booking that was bad. It was just that he hurt his wrist. Yeah, that should have been a better match. Just looking at the scores everybody got in it, it should have been better. All right, let's look through these stories here. Just a lot of people extending their deals. Oh no, we didn't sign Rico. Ray Bucanero with some positivity. Ultimo Dragon, take notes. You can send me an email saying something nice once in a while. Volador Jr. is turning into a good worker. He is indeed. I agree. All right, who's it gonna be? Lismar Jr. All right, cool. All right, we're still waiting on Hoover Dude and Heavy Metal, and we can advance a few days and see if we get them. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. right. Steve Austin staying with WWE. I'm shocked. I don't believe it. All right, we're getting teased here. Alfonso Morales staying with us. Good. El Pantera staying with us, of course. All right, we're still waiting on these guys. Can you guys please sign your contracts before the end of this episode? I would like to, it's been a good episode so far. I would like to end on a high note of us signing Juventud and Heavy Metal. Guys, don't look at the bottom of my screen, please. I'm exposed. Lori Horn signs with WWE. Who is this? She's frequently melancholic. All right, I've never seen that in anybody's description before. She's sometimes sad. I mean, aren't we all? Hey, Heavy Metal's here. Hoo, 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 hoo. All right, so 100% he's coming in as a technico. He is the brother of Negro Casas and Felino. So expect to see that trio soon. Spoilers. Spoilers. All right, now we just need Hoovy. Yeah, our plan to slowly but surely eradicate AAA is going well. Everything is working out. We're signing their top guys one by one. We missed out on Charlie Manson, but we got Hector Garza, we got Mr. Aguila, now we have Heavy Metal, and now we have Hoovy. Hey, Hoovy's here. Hoovy, he's better as a heel. He's probably going to be a heel, but we'll think about it. I need to see what we're actually going to do with him. Of course, we could just stick him in Perros del Mal, but it doesn't have to be that. We could figure something else out. We've got 23 in-game days till he's here, so yeah, we can find something for him. Oh, Chris Masters is up for grabs. Do we swoop him from WWE? Do we ruin their booking plans? Steal Chris Masters? He's not good. All right, his wrist is feeling better. Gonna advance a couple more days here, and then we're gonna call it a stream. And I mean, it's been a good one. I didn't expect to have to do all that contract stuff in the middle of the episode, but I'm glad we did it. I'm glad we signed those guys. Oh, and it looks like AAA ran a pay-per-view and it got a 71. Not quite as good as our last pay-per-view. And you see here, they jobbed out Juventud in the main event to El Zorro. All right, yeah. Makes sense. All right, don't job them out too much, though. Yeah, it makes sense. And we've got El Cuervo beating Heavy Metal. All right, yeah. I mean, fair play. But yeah, not quite up to stuff. You guys gotta get on our level. You're not even gonna gain any more fans with a show like that. All right. Oh, and they ran another show. Let's see. 69. They're slipping a little. Ooh, now we've got X-Fly beating him. I'm gonna keep an eye on his popularity and see how much damage they do. Who are you, XY? Ooh, man. Oh no. He's gone down a little. Ooh, a major concussion. Kyoko Kimura. Oh, get well. Damn, she's out for a year. All right, and I guess on that kind of sour note, this is the end of this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please consider subscribing to the channel, liking the video, leaving a comment. All support is welcome. And yeah, consider checking out the AEW save. We signed Tessa Blanchard last time. We finally did it. No more fucking around with these other shitty women. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We signed her for the express purpose of jobbing her out. I don't want anybody to think anything else. I want to be very clear that we're gonna job her out. But I thought it would be funny to use her for clickbait. All right, yeah. So that's the end of this episode. Thank you all for watching. I'm gonna catch you all next time. Take care.